all the folks here for really the outstanding work they have done. If you give Angel a great round of applause, folks. So we're here to officially cut the ribbon on our new Institute for Advanced Biomedical Research, which I've just finished a tour, 75,000 square feet. It is incredible when you folks go in and see what we have in there. We now have space for about 100 researchers and scientists. We just visited some of the researchers in there who are working on having the best tests now for Lyme disease or about ready to go out to the market. It is incredible what they have done. But we all talk about human genome sequencing. They've taken it to the next level. They've now taken it into the protons, which is the next level. And this is the only place in the globe that that's being done in this facility behind us. So I did not want to miss being here. It is spectacular. And I also want to congratulate George Mason. We are renaming this campus. It is no longer the Prince William George Mason University campus. We are now renaming it. The campus out here is our new George Mason University Science and Technology campus. Folks, I talk a lot about building that new Virginia economy. We have to do it. As you know, we're the #1 recipient of Department of Defense dollars. That's great news when DOD is spending money. But when we have cuts, we have sequestration coming possibly on October 1st, which could have a dramatic impact on our economy. We've already seen in the last 3 years $9.8 billion of cuts from defense, mostly to Northern Virginia. A study out of George Mason says that could equate to a loss of 154,000 jobs. So our challenge and our goal is building what I call the new Virginia economy. Bringing in businesses from around the globe. We've had tremendous success so far. We've done about 356 economic development projects. In my first 14 months, we brought about $6.45 billion direct investment back to the Commonwealth. Not that anyone's counting, but that is double any governor in the history of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And folks, I'm just warming up. We got about $3-4 billion on the plate, which I'm trying to get closed to bring back in. But we have really diversified. And the good news is we've done this economic development projects all over the Commonwealth. South side, southwest, but it really has been great. But it is all about science, technology. It's all about biosciences. This is a big day for us. I'm leaving here. I've convened our first ever Governor's Bioscience Conference. We have leaders from all of our universities, all of our major companies from around the Commonwealth meeting up here in Northern Virginia today because I got to tell you, we have lagged in biosciences. We have been behind the 8 ball on that. I went to the big bio conference in Las Vegas last year. 35,000 people, 3 governors invited, Massachusetts, California, and I got invited. And they put up on the screen the Battelle report. And they listed the top 25 states in America for biosciences. We were not on that list, folks. Now, I can tell you I'm a very competitive guy. And the idea that our state wasn't on the list of the top 25 states in America is a disgrace and something we need to fix. And now we fixed it, doing exactly what we're doing here today. I mean, this is a kickoff for us to take us to the next level because these are the jobs of the future. We can create hundreds of thousands of jobs in the bioscience space. And the good news here at George Mason, you actually are out front taking a leadership role on that. So I want to thank all of you who've made today possible. I do want to give a special thanks. I had a little ceremony at the Governor's Mansion the other day for our retiring legislators. We have 2 great ones here. Toddy Poehler, who is retiring on us, and Toddy, we are going to miss you greatly. The state senate will not be the same. Her family, legendary in the Marine Corps. Her husband, as you know, if you go to the Marine Barracks on 8th Street, there's all these pictures and stories about Toddy's former husband, and we thank you for your service to the Commonwealth. And I also want to recognize Chuck Colvin, because we would not be standing here today. That building would not be erected today were it not for the great work of Senator Chuck Colvin. He will be missed, and we thank you for his tremendous service. Thank you. And the idea of what we're building here, and I want to recognize our great friend Knox Singleton, I see, from the Nova Hospital. Stand up there, Knox. We want to thank you and the great work. We just pulled off a great coup for Virginia the other day. ExxonMobil was pulling up stakes and going back to Texas. Why, I don't know, but whatever. They made that decision before I got here. But they had a beautiful 117-acre site. And Knox and I personally got involved with the chairman and CEO, Rex Tillerson of ExxonMobil, and where it was going another way, we were able to pull it back, and now we are going to have, in concert with the NOAA Hospital, a new 117-acre. Very much working in concert what we're doing here. So, folks, Northern Virginia, I mean, we're close to, as you know, the FDA, we are close to NIH, NSF, DARPA, Pentagon. We have all the assets. We have the best educational institutions. We're here at Dulles Airport. We've got the deepest port on the East Coast. We have all the assets to take Virginia to make us #1. So I know before I leave office, I'm going back to that conference in San Diego. We're not going to be bottom. I want us to be the top of the list, and we will be at the top of the list because what you're seeing here today at George Mason University. Thank you for all the great support. Thank you very much.